Z92.7 WZBD Radio presents exciting high school wrestling. Brought to you in part by the many community-minded sponsors you'll hear. And now to the gym for the exciting action.
Welcome, wrestling fans, here to Bellmont High School as we are ready to go for Thursday night action between two longtime rivals here. The last 2 decades of Bellmont wrestling, really more than 2 decades, last 25 years. Very much dominated by the rivalry between Bellmont and Yorktown. These two wrestling it out for spots at Team State, for Team State titles in the Coaches Association era, and lots more. So always a good one and a great one to have back on the schedule. The head coaches are different than they were 25 years ago, but it's still a pretty darn good rivalry. And Bellmont's gotten the better of Yorktown the last 2 years, but we'll see what happens tonight. Yorktown competing at 2A Team State as well. The Tigers are a little bit roughed up from where they hope to be, but I'd like to remind our listeners that this is a program that won a sectional title last year, and they have every intention of defending that title this year against a very talented Delta team, and that's exactly what they did last year. Dane Filling with you live here from Bellmont High School. It's a pleasure to be back on the microphone. I missed out on Tuesday. I'm joined tonight by my color man, August Filling. August, you were there on Tuesday night. What was the atmosphere like?
I mean, Bellmont were dominant at that game. I think they won 81-0. They won every single match, varsity and JV.
Varsity and JV.
Yeah.
And the crowd was a decent size?
Yeah, it was a pretty decent size.
And, of course, Bellmont with the shutout. And they moved to 25-1 on the season. And they have just 2 dual meets left. Tonight against Yorktown, and Tuesday here, which will be senior night, as they take on the Carroll Chargers. And Carroll, very much an interesting matchup for the Bellmont Braves. We've talked before in recent years that sometimes the Carroll match just kind of sneaks up on you. It's very late in the year and you don't realize that it's coming, and then all of a sudden you're wrestling this 4A team with a pretty darn good program. And the Braves will have to be ready. They do have the big advantage of wrestling that at home here, though, and they'll certainly utilize that. We do have some visual changes tonight as they're working on the sound system after a big donation. Changed the lights and the sound system in here. So we got temporary sound tonight, so that may cut down on the atmosphere a little bit. But when the changes are all done, they're going to be really, really positive here for home meets. Right now you're listening to high school wrestling here on WZBD. Join us tomorrow on YouTube for a full day of coverage of the IHSAA Girls State Finals. That will be on our WZBD YouTube channel. And I am just listening to the coaches as they have to move the chairs. Our official, Scott Billings, is taking the diagonal coaches' chairs and putting them in line with the bench. I thought that's interesting. Anyways, we'll be back with more pre-match coverage. You're listening to High School Wrestling here on WZBD.
Injured in an accident, need representation in civil, criminal, or family law matters? Call DeVos, Baker, Ainsworth, and Razzo for assistance. Our office has experienced trial lawyers who can guide you through the litigation process and provide you with quality legal service at competitive rates. Call 724-2129 to schedule an appointment with one of our attorneys or visit our website at devoslaw.com for more information.
No matter your age, health and life insurance can be confusing and overwhelming. This is Derek Bailey with Bixler Insurance. Whether you are currently on Medicare or will soon be qualifying for Medicare, we have the products and expertise to meet your needs. Under age 65 and looking for health coverage? Interested in protecting your family from an unexpected loss with a life insurance policy? We can discuss options to assure your peace of mind. Call Bixler Insurance today to schedule your free appointment.
Looking for unbeatable deals? Head to Kelly Auto Mall of Decatur. With over 70 years of trusted service, we offer Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram all in one location. Enjoy free car washes for life, a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, and limited time offers on our remaining 2024 inventory. Deals this good won't last. Hurry in today. Looking for unbeatable deals? Head to Kelly Auto Mall of Decatur. With over 70 years of trusted service, we offer Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram all in one location. Enjoy free car washes for life, a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, and limited time offers on our remaining 2024 inventory. Deals this good won't last. Hurry in today.
Most of us take clean water for granted, but the plain truth is cities work hard to keep our waterways and stormwater sewers as clean as possible. In the field and around the neighborhood, you are the city's eyes. What you casually observe can make a difference. So if you see signs of trouble, including odd odors, unnatural water color, or signs of dumping or spills, please notify the city immediately. Be proactive. Choose to make a difference. Get more ideas on the web at decaturin.org.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your independent local choice for physical therapy. There's no referral needed to come see us, and we accept all insurance. With direct access, you can just walk in and request an appointment at any of our 18 convenient locations. Our team of expert therapists are here to help you recover and get you back to doing what you love. Visit us online at indianapt.com to request your appointment.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Welcome back here to Bellmont High School. I apologize for giving you a double shot there of Kelly Auto Mall. My fingers slipped. Dane Filling live with you here as we're just about ready to get underway with the JV match. It is going to be an abbreviated pre-match show because we have just 2 JV matches. As I said, Yorktown a little bit roughed up from the winter break and suffered a couple of injuries. Cam Barger will have a match for Bellmont, as will Connor Mosier. Those 2 freshmen going to be able to wrestle in front of the home crowd. Everybody else will have to sit aside and wait until Tuesday, I guess. Like I said, don't forget, tomorrow, girls' state finals at Indianapolis, and on Saturday we have the broadcast day off. Sunday we will be live for another edition of High School Wrestling Weekly at 6:30, and then on Tuesday we'll be back here at Bellmont Rex, and I believe Josh will be here to call all the action as the Carroll Chargers wrap up the dual meet season with the Bellmont Braves. And then there'll just be a few days after that. August will be live at Bluffton for the ACAC finals on Friday night, the NE8 finals on Saturday at New Haven, and then we'll have High School Wrestling Weekly and the sectional tournament. And when we talk about sectional wrestling, of course, we talk about your birthday. You gonna join us this year for your birthday at the sectional?
Well, my birthday's Thursday, so.
Well, it is Thursday, but you were born on the day of sectional.
Yeah.
So it's an annual rite of tradition to forego your birthday party and all the childhood memories that come with it, and instead go to wrestling. It's the way we like it. So we do have the webcam tonight. We are oddly positioned here tonight. I think we're a row off or something, but we'll do our best to allow you to see as much of the action as is possible. No real changes in the lineup except for one spot for the Bellmont Braves, and that comes at 215 pounds. Blake Christner has been inserted into the lineup. Of course, over the last few weeks, he and Doug Hamilton have gone back and forth as to who takes the spot, who wins in the wrestle-offs. Lots of Bellmont Braves were in action yesterday, and we saw some pretty good JV matches as Adams Central and a few other schools were here, and it was good opportunity for some of those JV guys who haven't seen much bat time this year because of various circumstances and just the way the schedule goes. So it was good to see them on the mat, and also really nice to see as many people that were out to watch the JVs. There was a big crowd here last night, including yours truly there.
Yep.
We saw some good stuff from, I thought, Cade Cutler, from Landon Sealscott. Landon Rich wrestled last night and looked good. And so, nothing better than getting on the mat and getting some reps in and getting some takedowns. And there's not many opportunities left. There will be a JV conference tournament. That will come up on Friday, the day before the varsity tournament at New Haven. So there'll be an opportunity there. And then from there, the JV season kind of separates from the high school team and kind of goes off on its own and ends up wrestling a lot on Saturdays and Sundays. But there's a lot of young wrestlers on this team who aren't in the varsity lineup who are, I think, participating in that. So that's always great to hear as well. We'll try to keep you as updated as possible on those on High School Wrestling Weekly and some of our other outlets. Right now, though, we're going to play another round of commercials, send it back to Steve in the studio. We'll be right back after this.
If you're thinking of building an addition or remodeling or just starting from scratch and you want to add the beauty of a built-in or freestanding gas fireplace, the folks at Hitzer Fireplace and Patio, 269 East Main Street in Bern, have the expertise and craftsmen to install a gas, coal, or wood fireplace and design staff to help you decide which will serve your needs best. Cozy, warm, fuel-efficient, and mood-setting. Call Hitzer, 589-8536.
Well, if you're anything like me, you've got a list a mile long of outdoor projects that can wait till spring or until you have time. Well, let's be honest. If you're like me, you need a pro because you don't have the time or the equipment to get it done right. That's why I call Jim at the Little Container Company in Bern at 273-7692. Whether it involves dirt, demo, dozing, or digging, he has all the tools and all the toys to do the job affordably and correct the first time. Give Jim a call at 273-7692 or search Little Container Company on Facebook. Trust me, it'll be worth it.
Quality dentistry for people of all ages. That's what you'll find at Decatur Dental Services. This is Dr. Taylor Trevere at Decatur Dental Services. We provide a wide range of dental treatment, including preventative, cosmetic, restorative, and reconstructive dentistry. Located at the corner of 224 East and Pickway Road in Decatur, we offer convenient office hours, Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Friday, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. For more information about our practice, please find us on Facebook or visit our website at DecaturDentalIN.com.
Krukeberg Auction and Realty has been your trusted partner in the auction process. Buying or selling, they make the steps straightforward and easy, guiding with expertise and commitment. A family-owned local business, not just auctioneers, your neighbors supporting local athletics. Feel confident you're in the right hands. Call Krukeberg Auction and Realty today. Experience the difference with family you can trust.
At Three Rivers Federal Credit Union, we're focused on empowering you to achieve financial wellness by offering the resources and support you need every step of the way. We're equally committed to bettering lives in our region through volunteerism, community funding and partnerships, college scholarships, and more. We give back to the people, places, and ideas that matter most to you. Learn more at threeriversfcu.org. Three Rivers is federally insured by the NCUA.
Welcome back here to Bellmont High School, and it's always good to see old faces and reminisce with old friends who used to be on the mat one time or another, and people are starting to fill in here as they always do for a home meet for these Bellmont Braves. Once again, Bellmont finishing in third place at 2A Team State, and these Yorktown Tigers finished a respectable 10th. You know, August, you were there on Saturday, and the competition was really, really good. Everybody was really, really close, and when you get put in as an unseeded team against one of those top four teams, the going was really, really tough. So Yorktown was unseeded. I think they lost to maybe Heritage Hills in the first round, if I remember right. And that Heritage Hills team was awfully good. They had some guys who definitely dealt us some losses that we didn't expect down there. But overall, I know Yorktown not necessarily excited about finishing 10th, but when you lose the first round and you're only able to get 9th, that's kind of the way that it goes. So once again, Bellmont and Yorktown tonight. We got one forfeit in the lineup. Where is that in the varsity there, August? I don't have it in front of me.
It is 138.
Okay, so Henry Farrow going to take the forfeit. And what weight are we starting at?
We are starting at 132.
Okay, so Bellmont will wrestle at 132 and then take the forfeit at 138. And then we'll go from there. And who does that make the hammer then? It would make Ben Mills the hammer, right? At 126.
Yep.
So no big changes to the Bellmont lineup. Also tonight we have Adams Central and Delta. Rex is down at Adams Central. He'll be calling that, and we're just about done with our broadcast schedule when it comes to dual meets. I know Rex is kind of sad about that. He doesn't think he works enough. We do have another dual meet next week, and without consulting my calendar here, I'm going to have to wait. Tuesday's Carroll at Bellmont. Wednesday is Norwell at South Adams. That's the one I was missing. And then, of course, we'll have conference tourney action next week on Friday and Saturday. And, of course, it wouldn't be conference wrestling weekend without some predicted weather. So we'll see how that affects everything. That conference tournament has been moved, postponed, wrestled early more times than I can count over the last 30 years. So, like I said, 2 JV matches. We're just about ready to get underway. We have 1 minute left on the clock, and then we'll call those 2 JV matches. Then we'll go through the warm-ups, and then we'll have varsity wrestling after that. We'll send it back to the studio right now for another round of messages. Be right back after this.
Join the team at Smith Brothers of Bern, where they pride themselves on providing their employees with a family atmosphere. Smith Brothers is currently hiring with a Monday through Friday work week in an air-conditioned environment. Employees are not required to wear uniforms and can listen to music while they work. Starting wages are $17.50 to $21 an hour at the end of their first year, with a yearly bonus incentive and a competitive benefit package. Apply online at smithbrothersfurniture.com or in person at Smith Brothers, 356 Monroe Street in Bern.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance.
See Toby, Mark, Kyle, or Barb at Graber Insurance with offices on Highway 27 North in Bern and 623 West Monroe Street in Decatur.
Hey, do you know when and where we can recycle in Adams County?
Well, I know you can recycle from 8 to 4 weekdays and Saturday 8 to noon at the transfer station next to Golden Meadows.
Okay, where else?
In Decatur, behind D&D Marathon on the east side of town on Thursdays, Mondays at Simon Manufacturing 27 South in Bern, and in Monroe on the third Tuesday at the fairgrounds. Plus, you can always get the latest info at adamscountyswmd.com.
Thanks.
When you need building materials, you need Arnold Lumber, 425 Winchester Street in Decatur, featuring lumber in a wide choice of sizes, plus doors, windows, roofing, and more. Whether it's a complete new home or remodeling, a new deck or deck repair, a new kitchen or a kitchen update, whether it's an erected or materials-only garage or pole barn package featuring quality metal, free professional designs and estimates. Arnold Lumber provides it all. Open 7 to 5 Monday through Thursday till 4:30 on Friday and 11:30 on Saturday.
Adams Sports Medicine provides certified athletic trainers at many high school athletic events. These trainers specialize in injury prevention. Dr. Robert Kinney is board certified in physical medicine and rehabilitation as well as sports medicine, while Dr. David Coates is board certified in orthopedic surgery. Both Adams Medical Group physicians will be there to provide non-surgical and surgical care. Visit adamshospital.org or call 1-833-724-DOCS to schedule an appointment.
Welcome back here. As Lenny Razzo, our super fan here, gets us set to go. We'll start at 106 pounds. As Cam Barger will get us started. Parker Eppard will be the one who is wrestling Barger. Barger, I believe, 16-4 varsity record in the time that Jacob Binniger was out. And so Barger had a great start to the season, and I think you look forward to next year, August. Barger's a guy who's probably going to be in the lineup. So I think it's important for the Bellmont Braves to have opportunities for him to continue to get better and to improve. And so tonight, of course, very important. And, you know, he's a guy who I think when you talk about JV conference, you talk about freshman, sophomore state, you talk about JV state, all of those things. If the Bellmont coaching staff can keep him interested and on the mat, I think he could show a lot of improvement and, make a big difference for this team next year. Our other JV match will be Connor Mosier at 165 pounds. It's a big weekend for Bellmont Wrestling, as we've got Rival Night tomorrow for the wrestling club. Rival Night begins at 7. That's for youth wrestlers from around the area. So if you're out there listening right now and you've got a young one who has their USA Wrestling card, make sure that you get them over to Decatur tomorrow. Doors open at 6:30 for that, and wrestling begins at 7. It's always a fun event. And then Saturday morning, the Bellmont Middle School Super Duel will be taking place. Action begins at the middle school at 8:30. And so that's your first opportunity to see the middle school team for the Bellmont Braves. And that team always gets a good crowd from the community, and they get good support from them. So if you're a Bellmont wrestling fan, please think about checking that out as part of your morning. And then on Sunday as well, while the mats are set up, it will be the Bellmont Wrestling Club tourney at the TP. Cam Barger picks up a fall in 1:30. Bellmont wins the first JV match there. And the wrestling then on Sunday begins at 9 a.m. It's all part of being part of a program and building it up from the youth to the middle school to the high school. And then, of course, they'll cap it off. The last wrestling here for the high school team will be on Tuesday for that match against Carroll. Connor Mosier up now. He's taking on Clayton Reed. And we'll tell you about that result when we come back after this break.
9 miles from Monmouth and 9 miles from Fort Wayne, situated on 27 just south of 469, sits 9 Mile Restaurant, your home for great meals since 1837. Providing home-cooked meals to travelers between Decatur and Fort Wayne for over 180 years, 9 Mile has stood the test of time as an institution on the southern edge of Allen County. With seating on the family side, the bar side, and outdoors, there's always a reason to stop and have a meal. 9 Mile also has a full-service bar and a professional service that can cater your next event or party. The next time you're on your way to or from Fort Wayne, stop in. You've gone the distance. Welcome to 9 Mile.
Don Myers Plumbing and Heating in Bern is your American Standard home comfort dealer. American Standard has been in business for more than 100 years and welcomes Don Myers Plumbing and Heating of Bern as one of their independent dealers. Don Myers Plumbing and Heating and American Standard will provide your home or business with energy-efficient heating and cooling equipment, saving you money. Don Myers Plumbing, Heating and Cooling at the east edge of Bern on Adams County Road 000, your American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Every drive should feel safe and stress-free. At Best One Tire and Service, our team is here to provide you peace of mind every mile of the way. Right now, at Best One, get a full synthetic Valvoline oil change for just $49.99 after rebate. While you're here, take advantage of the lowest tire prices around. And with financing options available, taking care of your car has never been easier. Stop settling for less. Visit the best for all your tire and service needs. Best One Tire and Service. Selling tires, serving people.
Hi, this is Tina with Innovative Concepts Audio Video. Let us help you fall into the perfect fit for your home theater entertainment. Whether it's a stunning home theater, crystal clear audio, or smart home upgrades, we've got the tech to match your style and budget. Stop by Innovative Concepts at 1421 Manchester Street in Decatur and make your home the place everyone wants to be this season. We bring technology to you.
When faced with the difficult task of making arrangements for your loved one, many emotions and questions arise. What would they want me to do if they were here? Where is the money coming from? How much should I spend? Do they want burial or cremation? The staff at Haggard, Hershey, and Zelt Funeral Home can help you navigate these tough questions. Make your wishes known and allow us to make sure that your wishes are carried out. Call Ryan Hershey or Eric Zelt at 260-724-7167 to schedule an appointment today.
Welcome back here to Bellmont as the two teams have split the JV matches. Connor Mosier loses by fall there. Did you have the pin time?
No, I did not. I know it was first period, though.
I walked away for 1 second, and you failed. That's okay. That's okay. Clayton Reed is your winner there in the JV match by fall. So we get ready for the varsity match. As we told you, just 13 bouts tonight as Yorktown will forfeit at 138. And, of course, sort of the name to know here when you're talking about Yorktown and their team over the last couple of years has been Wyatt Hops. And so if you're trying to get a lot done tonight and you're not sure how much you're going to listen to, definitely stay with us for the 150 match as Wyatt Hops takes on Sam Wolpert. Hops was a semi-state qualifier the last 2 years, won 30-some matches, and is in and out of the state rankings, and a very talented individual. And so he'll make a big difference in the lineup for Yorktown. He was part of that sectional championship team from a year ago. You know, a lot of people just didn't really give Yorktown any chance. You've seen the studs of Delta and what they're able to do, but Yorktown had the deeper lineup last year, and they ended up coming home with the sectional championship trophy. And this Yorktown program, very, very successful. And you think back to the days of Trent McCormick and August, you're too young to remember a time when Yorktown would, in a single-class system, challenge for a spot in the state championship match and actually wrestle in the state finals against the Mishawaka team and finish runner-up regardless of class. Of course, you think about some of the giant teams that exist now with Crown Point and Brownsburg and the like. It's hard to imagine, but that's exactly where Yorktown was. Guys winning state titles and state medals. The Yorktown rivalry for Bellmont began back in '98. They wrestled in November of the 98 and 99 seasons, and Bellmont won both of those. And then they started wrestling in a five-way that would go back and forth between Peru and Yorktown. And they would wrestle on the weekend around Thanksgiving, like we go to Goshen now. And Bellmont always got the better of Yorktown, and it wasn't until all the way until 2009 that Yorktown had to beat Bellmont for the very first time. They wrestled at Team State multiple times. Was an immense upset in 2003. One of the guys who was involved in that is sitting just to our right, Brandon Shear, with a huge win. In August, I'll tell you this story because I'm sure you've never heard it from me before. But wrestling at Team Regional, Bellmont really should have been underdogs against Yorktown in that season. And they wrestled, I believe the score was 40-25, something like that. And Brandon Shear wrestled one of the assistants for Yorktown tonight and beat him. And it was one of the key matches in that dual meet. They come back the next week in the regional and they wrestle each other again. And the young man from Yorktown tech-falled Brandon. It just speaks to what a team atmosphere can do for you, right? You have all of that adrenaline built up. You're wrestling for the team, not for yourself. That's just a great example of what those old team regionals used to be. And then, of course, when they got rid of the semi-state and went to the new style team regional, there were some epic matches in there. It seemed like Bellmont and Yorktown met every single year. And Bellmont won and won and won. And then finally, in that era when they made it, like I said, to the state finals, it was Yorktown who had beat Bellmont several times in a row. I know there was a big win there in the Trent Bussey era. Anthony Stiebing and a couple others helped Bellmont go back to state the final year that there was an IHSAA team state finals in 2012. And then when we switched to the team state era, it really was Yorktown's game in 2A. I think Yorktown won either the first two or the first three team state finals. The first two, Coaches Association 2A team state finals, Yorktown won. Bellmont wasn't invited, and that really didn't sit over well with the Bellmont coaching staff. And then later on, Bellmont ended up beating Yorktown and finishing ahead of them the very first time that they won the team state title. And then from there, they hadn't really met at all. Not at team state, not in any other tournament until a couple years ago when Coach Myers decided to beef up the schedule and add an extra home meet, and he rescheduled Yorktown. And so really these last 2 years and then tonight are really the only time where Bellmont has wrestled Yorktown on a regular run-of-the-mill weeknight. It was always at a tournament or one of the team state tournaments. So lots and lots of history between these two teams. Bellmont leading the all-time series 20-8. With those 8, though, coming for Yorktown over the course of about 6 years. And I think they won 8 out of 9 against us at one point when Trent McCormick's team was really at their peak. Well, it's a great history lesson on Bellmont and Yorktown. I don't know if I have, I may have attended every single one of those dual meets. So it feels like it just happened yesterday. And Gus, I hope that as you see more and more matches and look at it from an announcer's eye, I hope that some of those matches are as memorable to you as they were to me when I was 15 and 16 years old. So with that, we're in the dark here, so we're going to have to double check what our next ad is. But we're going to send it back to the studio for another round of messages. And when we come back, we'll talk about that Bellmont starting lineup and more right after this.
Renowned around the Midwest for his skills and his creative abilities, Nate Bowers and the team at Bowers Paint Studio in Decatur work with a wide range of clients, from collision repair to custom paint jobs for classic cars and motorcycles. Located on Monroe Street on the west side of Decatur, Bowers is your place for body work too, whether it's getting your ride back on the road or finally getting that classic car, the paint job you've always wanted. Stop by or give Nate a call to put the best in the business to work for you.
Why lose out to pain? Visit Dr. Carla Grody at Grody Chiropractic, 320 West Monroe Street, Decatur. She's a specialist in the utilization of proven non-force techniques to treat injuries of all kinds requiring professional chiropractic care. Call 724-2510 for an appointment with Dr. Carla Grody. Open Monday through Thursday, closed Friday and Saturday. Grody Chiropractic, 320 West Monroe Street, Decatur.
Expert Transmission on US 224 in Decatur and on US 124 in Bluffton is the place to go for not only transmission help, but also full-service general auto and truck repair. Matt, Corey, and Tyler at Expert Transmission are experienced and ASE-certified mechanics who can diagnose and fix your family or work vehicle. Call Steve or Dustin soon to set up an appointment. Expert Transmission has the best warranty in the business. 5 years and 100,000 miles on a new transmission and can give you a free estimate. Call today at 724-2434 or like Expert Transmission on Facebook. Two Brothers Bar and Restaurant, located on the corner of 3rd Street and US 224 in the heart of downtown Decatur, is your home for great meals, a cozy atmosphere, top-of-the-line catering, and now free meals for kids. That's right, this summer on Tuesday and Wednesday nights, kids under 10 eat free with the purchase of just one adult meal. Whenever you come, Two Brothers is the place to sit and enjoy a meal. Offering burgers, wings, chili, ribs, appetizers, and nightly specials, Two Brothers has a banquet room, a bar side, and a family side. For your next meal, visit Two Brothers Bar and Restaurant in Decatur.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Decatur is John Kins. Get a quote at 728-8888 or visit kinsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Welcome back here to Bellmont as we are halfway through our warm-up period before we get to our face-offs. A lot of familiar faces in the crowd. I see my good friend John up in the corner right now listening, I think, to us. See if he looks our way, see if he waves. We see Chris Malin in the house. Chris Malin's tights, no, his singlet, were featured in Tuesday's match. Xavier Palacios wearing the singlet from the 1979 season, I believe. Very, very cool. It looks like his son John is sitting next to him. Great wrestler from that era, that Team State era, at the very end of the IHSAA. Who else do we see in the crowd? Kind of bittersweet as we start talking about senior night on Tuesday, as you get to the end of someone's career and you spend time watching wrestling with their parents for several years, and then all of a sudden you think, boy, I don't know. Next year they may not be here. So we certainly have enjoyed getting to know Kathy and Troy Palacios, and that's been a big part of the High School Wrestling Weekly show on Sundays, so we've definitely enjoyed that. Timo's in the house. Austin Christner taking a break from watching the darts and taking in some wrestling. He's going to be watching his brother Blake Christner, who's in the lineup tonight at 215 pounds. The Ferrots and the Breggies are beside me, ready to go. Lumpy's in the front row if you're listening back home, so I think we are almost good to go. We've got 4 minutes left on the clock. And August, let's run through that Bellmont lineup for everybody. I'm sure lots and lots of people have been listening. Where are we starting tonight?
We are starting at 132, where Luke Rubel will be wrestling Hunter Reed.
And Rubel 7-11. He's, of course, split time with Landon Sealscott. Right now the spot belongs to Rubel. Sealscott with a 5-5 record.
Then at 138, Henry Ferrot will receive a forfeit.
Henry Ferrot kind of taking the lead now when you talk about wins and losses, right? As Xavier Palacios now has 2 losses. Henry, with his 3rd place finish at the Al Smith, has just 1, and he's up to 32 wins now.
At 144, it will be Gabe Myers wrestling Knox Essex.
And Myers at 26-4. He won 34 matches a year ago and had 12 losses. I think he's definitely going to better both of those marks this year.
At 150, it will be Sam Wolpert wrestling Wyatt Hoppes.
And that's really the match, right? Wolpert and Hops tonight is the match. Sam with 25 wins already, and I believe that puts him at 114 in his career, and he's hoping to get up to that 120, 130 area by the time the season's over.
At 157, it will be Charlie Ferrot against Isaiah Hudson.
And what a season it's been for Ferrot. 23 wins already, and he's just getting started. And he's a guy you expect to win 30 or 35 matches by the time the season's over, and if he can replicate that over 4 years, it puts him pretty high up on the all-time win list.
At 165, it'll be Austin Manley wrestling Gabe Boozin.
And I can't say enough about how much the Bellmont Braves missed Austin Manley over the last 2 weeks. They really hurt their team scoring at the Al Smith, and then, of course, Bellmont really could have had some flexibility when it came to their lineup at Team State. But, when it comes down to it, skin funk's one of those things. It's not that necessarily Austin did anything wrong. You've been there. You wrestled last year. You picked up something. It's hard to get rid of, is it not? With your ringworm?
Oh, yeah.
That was not easy to get rid of. And, it's not necessarily something that happens that you do anything wrong, and you just got to deal with it. And those are the rules. We saw it with West Somerset at South Adams getting disqualified in the middle of the Team State meet. And, for Manly, Bellmont just had to wrestle without him.
At 175, it'll be Owen Shane going against the Brody Whiteman.
Yeah, and I think Shane, for the most part, has established himself now in the Bellmont lineup. And he moves up all the way to 175, takes the spot away from Landon Rich. And, with a 7-4 record already, he's wrestled some awfully good kids to pick up those 4 losses.
At 190, it'll be Xavier Palacios wrestling Colin Cook.
Of course, Palacios in his last match picks up a loss to Dalton Pledger. Kind of a surprise to us. I know you and I were both surprised. But the more you look at it, Pledger's an awfully good opponent. And I think Xavier probably learned something about himself, and he'll use that going forward here.
At 215, it'll be Blake Christner wrestling Grayson Diaz.
So on Tuesday, it was Doug Hamilton, correct?
Yeah.
And Doug got the win. And then they both wrestled here last night in the JV invite, and it's Christner who gets the nod tonight.
At 285, it'll be Grady Baker wrestling Corbin Buck.
And Baker now 26-6 on the year. And he is quickly approaching 90 wins. See if he can get to 100 here later next month.
At 106, it'll be Jacob Binniger wrestling against Ben Dygard.
And Binniger now 10 bouts under his belt, 7-3. And I think he's not necessarily in mid-season form, but he's definitely not in early season form.
At 113, it will be Bradley Baker wrestling John Klein.
And Baker, now with a record of 22-7, still has a lot to accomplish and a lot of goals to meet. And I got no doubt that he's going to do that. He's been working really hard, according to the coaches, and excited to see what he can do tonight.
At 120, it will be Oliver Farrow wrestling Braden Williams.
And Farrow's been in a lot of close matches. He was in. He won one with a last-second takedown this weekend, and his record now stands at 18-11.
And finally, at 126, it will be Ben Mills wrestling Aiden Markham.
And Mills has been good all season. He's been solid all year. He's 24-5, and he really is going to be one of those senior leaders next year, along with Henry Farrow. Okay, we're going to send it back to the studio for a round of messages and the anthem. We'll be right back after this.
Finding a reliable, affordable, and professional electrician is difficult these days, but in Adams County, there's a name you can trust, and it's Phil Blakey of Blakey Electric. Serving Decatur and the surrounding communities, Blakey Electric does residential and commercial electrical work, both inside and outside. Give Phil a call today at 724-8049 and tell him about the work you need done on your remodel, new building project, or any other electrical project. Leave it to the experts at Blakey Electric, 724-8049, to take care of all of your electrical needs.
Who wants a complete smile? Or maybe it's just time for a dental cleaning and exam. Visit Dr. Laura Kugelhahn and her gentle, knowledgeable, and caring staff at Complete Smiles, located at 1133 North Main Street in Bluffton, Indiana. Dr. Kugelhahn would like to help you maintain your dental health or transform your smile. Complete Smiles is there to help you. Dr. Kugelhahn is currently accepting new patients. Call 824-3100 today to schedule an appointment.
The loss of a room in your home due to a storm, a flooded basement, or even worse, a house fire are all events that will change your life forever. And it can be even more of a nightmare if you choose the wrong contractor to repair and rebuild. That's where K&R Contractors in Decatur come in. The guys at K&R use the same software as the insurance agencies, and they're at the forefront of the industry in this area when it comes to storm damage restoration. Look them up at K&R Contractors and trust them to get your home or property back to the way it should be.
Soul Pig Barbecue on 2nd Street in Decatur, across from the courthouse, features traditional and not so traditional barbecue, brisket, smoked meats, pulled pork, wings, burgers, soul food, steaks, fish, seafood, and a full bar service. Bring the spouse and the young ones to Soul Pig and enjoy the family side or dine on the bar side. Large portions ensure no one will go home hungry after a Soul Pig meal. Follow Soul Pig on Facebook for the daily, weekend, and entertainment specials.
Timmy Takedown Tree Service on US 224, 3 miles east of Decatur, has firewood for sale. $30 a scoop, $75 for a 6-foot bed, $85 for an 8-foot bed. Timmy Takedown Tree Service can give you a free estimate on removing storm-damaged trees, grinding stumps, or trimming trees. Call 728-9120 and talk with Jake to set up an appointment. Timmy Takedown Tree Service has been in the area's best and most trusted tree service for 50 years. Stop out or call today.
You're listening to 92.7 WZBD FM, Bern, Decatur, Bluffton.
Z92.7 WZBD Radio presents exciting high school wrestling. Brought to you in part by the many community-minded sponsors you'll hear. And now to the gym for the exciting action.
This is Bellmont Wrestling on Channel Z 92.7 FM. And here are your Bellmont Braves. 106.
Jacob Benniger, St. Joe Catholic School.
113.
Bradley Baker, St. Joe Catholic School.
120.
Oliver Farrow, Winnikin Lutheran School.
126.
Ben Mills, St. Joseph Catholic School.
132.
Luke Rubel, St. Joe Catholic School.
138.
Henry Farrow, Winnikin Lutheran School.
144.
Gabe Myers, St. Joe Catholic School.
150.
Sam Wolpert, Bellmont Middle School.
157.
Charlie Farrow, Winnikin Lutheran School.
165.
Austin Manley, Bellmont Middle School.
175.
Owen Shane, Adams Central Middle School.
190.
Xavier Palacios, Winnikin Lutheran School.
215.
Blake Kirshner, Bellmont Elementary.
And at heavyweight,
Grady Baker, St. Joe Catholic School.
Okay, wrestling fans, it is about time to get underway. Those of you who are watching on YouTube may have enjoyed the light show. That was pretty cool. Big donation coming into North Adams to get that kind of stuff set up, and they've been using it a lot for basketball. That's the first time we've seen it for wrestling, and I don't know, August, if you're a third or fourth grader involved in the Bellmont Wrestling Club and you're here and watching that, it's got to be a little bit inspiring to want to be a part of it. Bradley Baker making his way across the mat. 2 more introductions left, and then we're ready to get underway. Our official tonight is Mr. Scott Billings. And we are ready to get underway once again, starting at 132 pounds, and we'll have a forfeit then at 138. And August, why don't you go ahead when you get a chance here and tell us about one of our sponsors.
See Kreger West at Johnson's Auto Sales, the corner of Adams and 13th Street in Decatur for your next car, truck, SUV, or van. Johnson's Auto Sales wishes all wrestlers good luck tonight.
So we're ready to go. We got our cameraman here. And all that build up and we're not ready. Isn't that the way that it goes sometimes? Where's my score sheet? Here we go. It'll be Luke Rubel taking on Hunter Reed. And let's tell you what we know about Hunter Reed. He is the backup for these Yorktown Tigers and has a record of 0-4 to our knowledge. So we should see a good one here for Luke Rubel, as we've seen a lot of growth here between the sophomores from last year, and Rubel and Sealscott especially. They've been at the same weight for both of those years. I'm not sure what the holdup is here. Our official is ready to go. Sean Ferrot and Nick Coons are sitting in their chairs. Here come the Bellmont Braves. Xavier Palacios, Henry Ferrot, and Grady Baker have been getting themselves quite a workout, it looks like. Plenty of sweat pouring from their foreheads, and they're out and ready to represent the team as captains. And while they do their coin flip, we'll pick up an extra ad. Be right back after this.
Hi, this is Jennifer from Manly Meats. Did you know that Manly's offers specials throughout the week? On Monday and Tuesday, we have our 10% discount on convenient prepackaged frozen beef and pork. Wednesday is Senior Citizen Discount Day. Thursday afternoon offers our hot off the grill specials, and every day is Military Discount Day. Savings and enjoyment on the finest cuts of meat is a great reason to shop at Manly Meats. Just 5 minutes east of Monroe off Highway 124. See you soon.
Selling land these days is no easy task, so you have to have a pro. Justin Griffin with Schrader Auctioneering and Realty of Fort Wayne specializes in farmland, estate sales, and homes in the Decatur and greater Fort Wayne area. With over 2,000 acres sold in the last 5 years, Justin's knowledge can help guide you with your sale. Give him a call or visit www.schraderfortwayne.com to find out more about how he can help you with your sale.
Okay, we are ready to go. Luke Rubel and Hunter Reed here at 132 pounds. And we are underway here for Bellmont Wrestling and Yorktown. Dane Filling live with you here from the TP. We were at the old high school on Tuesday. And August Filling joining me, and Luke Rubel with a double leg and the opening takedown here against the freshman Hunter Reed. And they go out of bounds, and our official Scott Billings blows the whistle. 24 seconds gone here, and Rubel with the 3-0 lead. Rubel on the ride now, flattens out his opponent. Working on an arm. Reed trying to work up from his base. Rubel has a wrist trapped underneath. He's thinking about rolling to his left and scoring a tilt. Now Reed gets his wrist back and turns and faces and gets his escape. That'll make the score 3-1. In on a shot is Reed. Rubel on the sprawl. Reaches inside on the thigh. Turns him over to his hip. Reed still a hold of a leg, and Rubel comes around behind and scores a second takedown here. That'll make the score 6-1. Reed gets to his feet. Rubel thinking about returning him to the mat. He does. Has a wrist trapped underneath. He's going to walk that out to the side and see if he can't run that around here with 30 seconds left and score a first period fall. Bellmont will receive a forfeit here in the next weight at 138. Rubel still working on that wrist underneath. 15 seconds left. A little bit of a smaller crowd tonight. Hard to get hyped up for a dual meet once the team state has ended. Rubel keeps that wrist trapped underneath, and he'll see out the first period. And we'll go to the second. Tell us about the choice here, August.
Bellmont has deferred, and Yorktown ended up picking neutral.
Okay, so Reed wants to go neutral, even though Rubel picked up a pair of takedowns in that first period. And he's in on a high crotch and a finish. He gets that leg release. He'll make it 9-1. And he immediately takes the opportunity to let Reed up. Make it 9-2. Rubel in on a single leg now, and Reed doesn't have much defense for that. So Luke Rubel here in the opening 2.5 minutes with 4 takedowns and a 12-2 lead. No near fall yet. He's beating his man on his feet. Back on their feet now. Snap down by Rubel. Front headlock position. Tried to chase Reed. Hasn't come up with the takedown now. Now Reed in a front headlock position as Rubel slipped there a little bit. Rubel gets back to his feet and just tosses Reed for another takedown. That'll make it 15-3. And Rubel looking for some near fall to end it here, and he's going to get it. And Rubel settling in. Now he's going to get 4 near fall. He's going to get the fall, one of the two. Our official is down there and looking it over, and that'll be it. So Luke Rubel wins at 19-3. Bellmont takes a 5-0 lead.
Injured in an accident, need representation in civil, criminal, or family law matters? Call DeVos, Baker, Ainsworth, and Razzo for assistance. Our office has experienced trial lawyers who can guide you through the litigation process and provide you with quality legal service at competitive rates. Call 724-2129 to schedule an appointment with one of our attorneys or visit our website at devoslaw.com for more information.
Welcome back here as we see Henry Freud's hand raised, and that'll bring us to 144, where Knox Essex will be the opponent against Gabe Myers. And Myers certainly continuing to show improvement throughout the season. Just kind of staying in the wings a little bit when it comes to the attention that the Bellmont guys are getting. And that's probably what he wants. And it looks like Myers finishes off the opening takedown with a big double leg. And we mark him down for the first takedown. Luke Rubel getting that tech fall made it 5-0, and the forfeit by Yorktown makes it 11. Tilt attempted by Myers, but the tilt brought both of them out of bounds, and they'll get a restart. And it looks like Gabe wants to go with the optional start. No near fall awarded in that bout, and he lets Essex up, and he works on the head now. In on a single leg now, reaches it around the waist. Essex on his butt, trying to reach and find any sort of leverage, and Myers finishes that one off pretty easily. Myers with the tight waist, bars an arm, places that fist right in the small of his back, and he's going to run that, make a fist, and reach on that far shoulder, kind of reach underneath the armpit and onto the shoulder. Our official making sure that the arm is not too far away from the body. Now Myers reaches across for the far elbow, laces his hand underneath, tries to make that connection. He doesn't. Essex did just enough to block that from happening. So 6-1's your score here, 30 seconds left. Now he traps that arm, comes underneath and around on the wrists and over the top, and that's enough for a tilt. So you got 4 there on the ground that he's showing. Don't know if he's going to call that the same move. Now Myers is going to pry, and boy, that's going to hurt. He's got a wing out, and Essex is awfully close to being pinned there. 1 second left, and he's not going to get it. And instead, he's going to get 4 near fall. That'll make the score 10-1.
It is Belmont's choice, and they pick to be neutral.
Myers wants to go right after him on his feet. 10-1 lead. In on a single leg from the side. Essex tries to push those arms away. Gabe picks up the ankle, jacks it up, shoulder height. Essex brings his foot back down, and Myers has to drop down to the hold around the knee. Essex reaches in and pries on his own leg, trying to create some leverage, make it harder for Myers to hold on to that. And instead, basically throws it and takes that leg and just sort of swings it like you're swinging a golf club maybe. And now he gets a takedown and rakes his man over. That'll make the score now 17-1. And that should be it. No? Got my score wrong, Gus? I got 17-1. They're calling this the same move. Boy, I tell you what, on Saturday, as soon as he was at the Tech Fall, there it is.
There it is.
That was it. It took a long time. Very controversial on Saturday. That time didn't seem to matter at all. Either way, we'll be right back after this.
No matter your age, health and life insurance can be confusing and overwhelming. This is Derek Bailey with Bixler Insurance. Whether you are currently on Medicare or will soon be qualifying for Medicare, we have the products and expertise to meet your needs. Under age 65 and looking for health coverage? Interested in protecting your family from an unexpected loss with a life insurance policy? We can discuss options to assure your peace of mind. Call Bixler Insurance today to schedule your free appointment.
Welcome back for our featured match of the evening. We're at 150 pounds. Wyatt Hops and Sam Wolpert. And let's get ready for this one, folks. As undoubtedly Yorktown's best wrestler on the team this year, taking on Sam Wolpert. Sam's in on deep on a double. Hops tries to wipe it off, and he does separate. And they go back to neutral. Hops easy to spot when Yorktown's at a tournament. He's generally got some odd colored hair. Tonight it's green. And Hops having some trouble with some Adams County wrestlers this year. He suffered a loss to Wyatt Mann of South Adams. Back underway here, 30 seconds in. 150 pounds, Bellmont with a 16-0 lead. They've had 2 tech falls and then a forfeit at 138. Whole crew with you tonight. Dane Filling, August Filling, and Marco Filling. Marco running the camera tonight. August providing stats and recap. And I'm without my typical broadcast partner in Rex Brewer, but we'll be back together tomorrow tune in throughout the day to listen to some interviews and some great wrestling action. And we'll bring you the entire IHSAA State Finals tomorrow from Indianapolis. Really looking forward to that one. Hops chases Wolpert across the mat, and Sam seems to be injured. And he got poked in the eye. And while he takes that break, we'll take it with him. We'll be right back after this.
Looking for unbeatable deals? Head to Kelly Auto Mall of Decatur. With over 70 years of trusted service, we offer Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram all in one location. Enjoy free car washes for life, a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, and limited time offers on our remaining 2024 inventory. Deals this good won't last. Hurry in today.
Back here, Sam Wolpert ready to go. And still scoreless in this one. We're just a minute in. Bellmont with the 16-0 lead. And Hoppus now in on a single leg, and he's in deep on that up to the hip. He's got his head to the side. Wolpert trying to reach underneath, trying to scoot. Hop still with his head buried in the lap of Wolpert. Wolpert trying to hang on, and they may go out of bounds. Sam may be able to save himself here, depending on the way this goes. And Sam gets back to his feet just momentarily, and that was great defense by Wolpert, who really had no business not getting taken down there. Sam takes a first step back, then the next step forward, takes the shot, kind of blocked by Hoppus. They're tied up now, moving laterally right in front of us. I go back and forth, August, between Hops and Hoppus. In now on a shot is Wolpert, but Hops putting his weight down on Wolpert, and this one's going to go scoreless into the second period.
It looks like Wyatt Hops wants to be on bottom.
Potentially in one of those 1-1 or 3-1 or 4-1 matches potentially. So Wolpert, what can he do? Can he get the legs in on Hops? That's one of the questions here. Comes in from the side, and Hops hits that Granby, and Wolpert follows. Now Hops gets to his feet, and Sam not really interested, I don't think, in messing around with too much of that. He wants to wrestle Hops on his feet. Sam trying to set it up. Has a few inches of height on Hops. He got a little bit further to go to get down to his level. Shot by Wolpert, blocked by Hops. Now Hops reshoots and gets an ankle. And Sam, how did he do that? I don't know how he did that. He turned the other way when Hops came into him, and Sam picks up the takedown. It was kind of unconventional, and I think Hops thought that Sam was going to break one way, and instead Sam went the other way, and he really shouldn't have lost control of the ankle, but he did, and Sam spun right around him. Going to go for a restart here. .52 seconds left. We're going to get a caution here. Caution on Sam on the restart. And away we go. Sam's a cagey guy. If he thinks he can pick up an advantage by changing his position on the restart with a little slight movement, he'll do it. The worst you get is a caution and you have to go back and do it again. He wants to ride out Hops here for 35 seconds and make that little Peterson hit by Hops, and they go out of bounds before he can score with it. That takedown's worth twice as much if you're able to ride out your man rather than just giving up the escape. So Wolpert will have to deal with another restart here. And Hops gets to his feet this time. 30 seconds left. Sam's going to need to find a mat return here or get hit with stalling. He does hops down momentarily, then he drops down to the waist, and now Sam is going to go out of bounds, and we're going to get 1 for hops. That'll make the score 3-2. Don't forget, though, that Sam will have his choice in the third period. That one takedown, the difference between these two right now. 15 seconds left. And takedown here in the final 10 seconds will be worth double for one of these two. Not tying up as much as they did in the first period. And we're going to get an injury time. Sam says he's unable to breathe, so. So it's going to be a second injury time, so Sam's going to have to give up position, but it's the end of the period. So Sam effectively loses his choice. Ben Farrow communicating through Sean Farrow. Our official saying that Sam told him to start the clock. That's code for I need injury time. So the poke in the eye in the first period is going to allow Hops to have his choice after the second injury. And so he'll begin in the down position. And if he gets his escape here, he'll tie it up at 3. So kind of a tough call for Wolpert, but he'll have to deal with it, and he'll have to beat him anyway. Oh, Wolpert slips off from the top. He was trying to put the legs in, and Hops just grabs that leg and gets the reversal. Not the worst thing for Wolpert. An escape here is still going to tie it, but he'll need to get the escape first. Now, Wolpert, when he came to the table, was complaining that he was unable to breathe, struggling with, I don't know if he's fighting a cold or just unable to get any air through his nostrils. And we're going to get a stalemate. I don't know about stalemate. I think stalling might have been more warranted. Minute 2 left here. We're going to get a restart. And Hops drops down to the ankle as Wolpert tried to stand up. Now Sam trying to reach for some air. Hops hasn't done much. Wyatt's got one arm of Wolpert. Wolpert reaches underneath for a leg. Now turns into Hops. He's got a leg. He's going to hit a switch and get it right back. Not yet. No, he's unable to finish it. And so he didn't score with that yet. And so Sam needs to realize that he needs to get his escape. We're going to get a stalemate. I don't know. I thought that was a reversal. They were on their feet, and then he had his hand down. Marco says it was a reversal. So 21 seconds left, and it's going to be Hops with an opportunity. Now, he drops down to the ankle. Sam tries to turn into him. Hops still in on that ankle. And we're going to get a stalling call. 5.8 seconds left, though. Isn't going to make a difference. Hops hanging on the ankle. So can Sam score an escape here? 5.8 left. Here comes a restart. Sam tries to build his base. Needs to hit a Granby. He hit the Granby. That's what he had to do, but Hops is going to win it. It all comes down to those injury times. And Yorktown on the board, trailing 16-3. We'll be right back after this.
Most of us take clean water for granted, but the plain truth is cities work hard to keep our waterways and stormwater sewers as clean as possible. In the field and around the neighborhood, you are the city's eyes. What you casually observe can make a difference. So if you see signs of trouble, including odd odors, unnatural water color, or signs of dumping or spills, please notify the city immediately. Be proactive. Choose to make a difference. Get more ideas on the web at decatorin.org.
Welcome back. As Hops adding a little bit of insult to the injury, putting an L on his forehead as he walked by Wolpert. Wasn't great sportsmanship. Our official didn't see it. All right, we move on to 157. Isaiah Hudson is the man for Yorktown. He's taking on Chuck Farote. And we are underway here at 157. Bellmont with a 16-3 lead. Farote shot and missed there and went right past Hudson, who nonchalantly watched him go by. Now Chuck in on a single leg. He's got it between the legs right now. Now he gets it up to his waist. Puts the arm where he wants it. Hudson knows what he's doing fighting this off. Charlie trying to figure out where to put it. What he should do is swing it like Gabe Myers did. Instead, he trips him. And that trip yields a takedown. So Charlie Farote gives himself a 3-0 lead, and Hudson gets the escape. Farote right back in on the shot, but they go out of bounds. Back underway here, a minute to go. Farote trying to find his next takedown. He's in a front headlock position now. Reaches in, finds a single leg, and he's going to try the trip again, and he covers again on Hudson. Has him on his shoulder and has that leg trapped, and Hudson ain't going to get much leverage from that. Now he gets to his belly. So 6-1 the score. Austin Manley next at 165. Chuck. It's got a cradle locked up, and he rolls through, and he gets caught. He breaks it, and Hudson is going to have all kinds of leverage on Farote. Farote reverses, rolls, and comes right through it. We're going to get 2 reversal, 4 near fall. 2 reversal for Farote. Oh, only 3. Only 3. And that will make the score. I'm not sure that that's right. It says 8-6. It'd be 3 near fall. So 11-6. There was near fall before the reversal, correct? Three near fall. Okay. That is a lot of points there. It should be 14-6. Chuck wanted more match time anyways, right? I have 14-6. He did not roll. That's right. When he rolled through on the cradle, he never got near fall. So it is 11-6. Okay. So quite a sequence there for Chuck Farote. He's in deep on a single leg, and they're going to blow that as Hudson got his leg into an uncomfortable angle there. They're on the restart, so a 5-point move by Hudson was immediately countered back by a 5-point move from Farote. And Hudson attempting to chin rip Farote over, and Farote lifts him right up and takes him down and puts in a half and chases him out of bounds. 11-6. Hudson chose down there. No, Farote had his choice and must have deferred. Forgot to ask you for that one, Gus. I'm sorry. Back on the restart. 1:34 left to go. Team score 16-3 here. Farote on the ride. Chops on that left arm, tight waist on the right. Now comes under the arm on the left with the wing. Loses that arm. Ferrote now rolls that right wrist under, and now he's decided to cut Hudson and beat him on his feet. 14-7, attempted throw by Hudson. And Ferrote takes him down and has him turned. And that's going to be a 7-pointer. It'll be a 3-point takedown and a 4-point near fall. And I'm running out of numbers in my head here. That will make it 18-7. They have 21 now. How'd you get 21? Okay, 21-7. I'll take Mary's word for it. Ferrote going to let his man up. That'll make it 21-8. Shot now by Ferrote. Another single leg, and this time Hudson bails out. He didn't want any more of that. And the final score will be 24-8 in favor of Charlie Ferrote. Bellmont takes a 21-3 lead. We'll be right back after this.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your independent local choice for physical therapy. There's no referral needed to come see us, and we accept all insurance. With direct access, you can just walk in and request an appointment at any of our 18 convenient locations. Our team of expert therapists are here to help you recover and get you back to doing what you love. Visit us online at indianapt.com to request your appointment.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Welcome back here as Austin Manley steps onto the mat. He's good to go. And who's his opponent here? It is Gabe Busen. You want to go Busen or Busan, Gus? Which one do you think it is?
Busen.
We'll go with Busen here. And Manley gets behind Busen and drops him on the mat for the opening takedown. Nice slick move there to get behind him while they were on their feet. And then he simply grabbed him around the waist and returned him to the mat, or took him to the mat for the first time, I guess. Manley with that opening takedown. Leads it here 3-0. They go out of bounds here in front of us, and we'll get a restart. So Manley's got some unfinished business, missing out on the last couple of weeks of action. He'll be hopeful to get back in the groove with the match on Tuesday, and then be ready to attack the rest of the NE8 at 165 pounds. Manley going to run a tilt here. He's got the left arm trapped underneath. And did he not get any near fall on that?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Maybe I'm losing it. We're going to get a stalling warning on Busen. I am slightly confused as to where the near fall was. 45 seconds left. Manley still has that arm trapped, and he wants that tilt. He gets one swipe, two swipes. And now he's going to get the 4 points that I thought he had earlier. Maybe he didn't get he only got 3. And he gives up the escape and immediately gets a takedown. Goes right back into him, and that'll make it 9-1 here with 15 seconds left. Manley with 2 feet in, and he takes him out of bounds, and with 11 seconds left, Manley pulls down on his singlet. Drops down to the left of Busan, and we're back underway here. Up next for Bellmont, it'll be Owen Shane against Brody Whiteman. And Manley with a late attempt to score some more near fall. Oh, he does. 2 near fall there. He reached between the legs and set Busan on his hips. And he will take an 11-1 lead. What was Busan's choice there?
It was to go neutral.
Okay. So Busan goes neutral. And now Manley to start the second period, doing a lot of pushing. Busan taking steps back. He's always been hit with stalling once. And Busan still going backwards. Manley doing a lot of pushing. And our official is not fooled on that one. He requests that Manley wrestle in the middle. Shot by Manley. Reaches underneath on the high crotch. Busan, though, gets behind. He's behind Manley. They're on their feet, and Manley does a nice job of spinning around. Busan now in on a shot again. He may finish this one. Austin Manley in trouble here with 1:15 left. He's trying to gut wrench his way out of that one, and instead he tries the chin rep, and he misses. And Manley, maybe showing a little bit of rust being out of the lineup the last couple of weeks, gives up the takedown. So it was 11-1, now 11-4. Manley gets to his feet, turns, and gets his escape. That'll make it 12-4. Manley working a 2-on-1, now switches to a single leg. Busan elevates the ankle right in front of our official in the Bellmont bench. This one lacks a little bit of drama here tonight, August. Sometimes this can happen, and this certainly speaks to, I think, when people talk about the importance of team state, you realize how important the date is as well. Manley still has a leg, is trying to fight off Busan's attempt here. Now Manley elevates the leg that he has, turns into Busan. Manley trying to reach for anything to grab some leverage. Busan going to go head hunting, but it's Manley who ultimately comes up with the takedown. That'll make it 15-4. About a year ago, we saw Austin Manley wrestle against Carroll, trailing 13-1 or 14-1 and coming up with a fall. I don't know if you remember that match, August, or not, but it was a good one. And so Manley knows he's got to wrestle this one all the way to the end. High crotch by Manley, blocked by Busan. Busan switches to a single on the counter and doesn't have much of it. And a big throw, just like the one we saw against Carroll a year ago. And Manley, I think he might have been baiting him for that one just a little bit. And so he's going to win this one. Whether or not it's a fall or a tech fall, we don't know. It is a fall. Bellmont will jump out to a 27-3 lead. We'll be right back after this.
If you're thinking of building an addition or remodeling or just starting from scratch and you want to add the beauty of a built-in or freestanding gas fireplace, the folks at Hitzer Fireplace and Patio, 269 East Main Street in Bern, have the expertise and craftsmen to install a gas, coal, or wood fireplace and design staff to help you decide which will serve your needs best. Cozy, warm, fuel-efficient, and mood-setting. Call Hitzer, 589-8536.
Welcome back here. Owen Shane will step onto the mat. Scott Billings was waiting on us. We appreciate that. I asked Scott what conference tournament he had this weekend. He said, I don't know what the conference is called. He just knows he's going to be there. I appreciated his honesty. Owen Shane taking on here Brody Whiteman as his opponent. And Shane has been wrestling really, really well. He picked up a win at Mishawaka. He picked up a win at Team State that was really kind of the key victory in that early match against Owen Valley and Heritage Hills. But it's Whiteman now in on a shot, and he turns into Shane. Shane needs to get back to his belly and belly out. He does give up the takedown. That was a smart move, as I think he had to trade 3 points there for staying in the match. And so Whiteman with the opening 3 points, but Shane underneath might have an opportunity to score here if he's able to hip over. He tries to hip over, but Whiteman holds on to his arm. And Shane trying to roll through something here. Whiteman is under the arm on the right side, but he's on the left side of Shane, and now he's got him turned. Shane's in a bit of pain here. He's going to have near fall. And Owen needs to watch himself and not get stacked, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Shane trying to get his head back in the right spot, and he does. Now he's been turned by a simple half, and Shane with 10 seconds left trying to fight it off. Joe Rubel trying to give him some extra incentive, but it's not enough. Minute 56, Whiteman gets a fall, and Bellmont drops at 175. It'll be 27-9 when we come back.
Well, if you're anything like me, you've got a list a mile long of outdoor projects that can wait till spring or until you have time. Well, let's be honest, if you're like me, you need a pro because you don't have the time or the equipment to get it done right. That's why I call Jim at the Little Container Company in Bern at 273-7692. Whether it involves dirt, demo, dozing, or digging, he has all the tools and all the toys to do the job affordably and correct the first time. Give Jim a call at 273-7692 or search Little Container Company on Facebook. Trust me, it'll be worth it.
Back here and underway, Xavier Palacios is in deep on a shot on Colin Cook, and I have a feeling that Xavier wants to take care of this one quickly. 10 seconds in on the takedown. And I don't even probably have to narrate it for you. It is reach for the far elbow, connect under the leg, rock back. And Cook able to break the hold. And so it'll be a 3-point near fall, sorry. And a 6-0 lead for Palacios, who will undoubtedly try to do it again. And he does. And there's the fall. It comes in 40 seconds. And Bellmont builds on their lead. And will return right after this message.
Quality dentistry for people of all ages. That's what you'll find at Decatur Dental Services. This is Dr. Taylor Trevere at Decatur Dental Services. We provide a wide range of dental treatment, including preventative, cosmetic, restorative, and reconstructive dentistry. Located at the corner of 224 East and Pickway Road in Decatur, we offer convenient office hours, Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Friday, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. For more information about our practice, please find us on Facebook or visit our website at DecaturDentalIN.com.
Back here ready to go for 2:15. Blake Christner taking on Grayson Diaz. Christner into the lineup after yesterday's performance in the JV invite here. Wipes off a collar tie from Diaz. Christner reaches for the wrist of Diaz with both hands. Gets wiped away there. They separate. Christner adjusts his headgear. Collar tie with the right hand. He ducks down to wipe that away. Christner tied up now with Diaz. I'm not sure if he wants to go this way right now. Diaz reaches around the waist, and these two thinking about going the distance. Christner drops down to a leg. He's got a single leg locked up. Can he toss him down? Oh, he goes for the head. That was a good move, but a nice whizzer here by Diaz. And Christner still in position maybe to score here. 50 seconds left, and we're going to get a stalemate there. It's good technique shown there by Christner. Back underway here. Christner set that up when they tied up and looked to go upper body. Then he just dropped down on the leg. But it was a whizzer by Diaz who stopped it. Still no score here. 20 seconds left to go. It will be Christner's choice in a second, but as I look down to tell you that, Diaz scores a takedown. So it'll be Grayson Diaz with the opening 3 points here, and Christner trying to roll his wrists out. Diaz maintains control, and first period runs out. So Christner with the choice. they'll defer. And what was Diaz's choice there? They're going to go neutral. Collar tie by Christner. Wiped away. Diaz sporting a knee pad on his right knee. Keeps that foot forward. Christner looking to attack it. They separate. Once again, join us tomorrow for the girls' state finals. It'll be a great day of wrestling. A lot of handshakes and hugs with old friends. Shot by Christner at the edge of the mat. He's got a leg. Diaz, though, tries to spin around, and he keeps his feet in, and he scores. So Diaz scores off the counter there, and that gives him a 6-0 lead. And they go out of bounds here with 1:02 to go in the second period. Ready for the restart now. Blake Christner trailing 6-0. Diaz going to be cautioned here for improper position of that left hand on the restart on the elbow. Christner being urged by the coaches to keep wrestling. I know one criticism they've had of Christner this season is a good first period, and then it seems like running out of steam in the second period, and some of the things that he's doing in the first period not necessarily happening in that second period. Here Diaz gets in and turns Christner, and there's the fall. 3 minutes and 34 seconds, and that'll make the team score 33-15. We'll be right back with heavyweight right after this.
Krukeberg Auction and Realty has been your trusted partner in the auction process. Buying or selling, they make the steps straightforward and easy, guiding with expertise and commitment. A family-owned local business, not just auctioneers, your neighbors supporting local athletics. Feel confident you're in the right hands. Call Krukeberg Auction and Realty today. Experience the difference with family you can trust.
There we go. Hard to give a thumbs up and hit the mute button at the same time. We're back here. Bellmont leads it, 33-15 after Yorktown picks up the fall there at 2:15.
Rely on Rebecca S. Cochran, CPA, for all your personal and business accounting and tax preparation at 165 North 2nd Street in Decatur. She wishes all wrestlers good luck tonight.
And the wrestlers out on the mat right now are
Grady Baker and Corbin Buck.
And Buck and Baker are in a little bit of a slapping match right now. That'll happen sometimes at heavyweight. They go out of bounds for the second time here in the first 30 seconds. And Buck, ooh, wow, that's a lot. Buck hits him with a right jab. And that'll be a 1-point unnecessary roughness penalty. 15-yard penalty and a first down, August. And it's almost flagrant. So we're going to get some injury time here. It was a pretty wicked right jab there. More of a right hook, I think, might be the proper term. It'll be a 1-point penalty is all it'll be. Yorktown coaches here talking with their wrestler. Bellmont coaches talking with theirs. And I guess that'll be our cue here to play a message. Be right back.
At Three Rivers Federal Credit Union, we're focused on empowering you to achieve financial wellness by offering the resources and support you need every step of the way. We're equally committed to bettering lives in our region through volunteerism, community funding and partnerships, college scholarships, and more. We give back to the people, places, and ideas that matter most to you. Learn more at threeriversfcu.org. Three Rivers is federally insured by the NCUA.
Back underway here, and these two are not happy with each other. And Grady Baker is showing a little bit of character here, going right after Buck. And Scott Billings here needs to make sure that neither of these young men exceed what is allowed in the sport. Snap down by Baker, and that was an anticlimactic opening takedown there for all of the show that happened in the beginning. I think Grady would like to show him a little bit more. So he cuts him loose here. I think he'd like a nice blast double or a big toss. Baker going to score another takedown. He's behind Buck now and leads at 7-1. And he presses that head into the mat, pushes Buck down, and he's going to let him up again. Buck wipes the hand from the back of his neck and scores his escape. That'll make it 7-2. And a double leg, Baker unable to keep his feet in. And I think more than anything, Buck just made Baker mad. And he's paying the price for it. And Buck has not had his foot on the line one time. Little throw by there by Baker, and he gets behind Buck and scores another takedown. And that'll make it 10-2 with the 3 takedowns and the penalty point. And we'll go into the second period.
It'll be Buck's decision, and he goes bottom.
Optional. So Grady wants to take him down several more times, I have a feeling. And he wants to get rough with them. And he'll let him up. That'll make it 10-3. They tie up now. Grady yanks on that arm and picks up a leg. Scores a takedown. Shoves that head into the mat. Now in on a double leg, and they go out all the way to the gym floor. And Baker has his foot on the line. Let's see if Buck puts his on there. He does not. They start anyways. Snap down by Baker, and he's broken the will of Buck now, I think. He's going to bulldog him over from here. That's what he's looking for. He gives up on the left arm, comes around the back, scores yet another takedown. 16-4 now your score. 1:15 left here in the second period. Baker on the ride. Half Nelson, chest to chest, turns Buck over. And Buck gets taken care of. 3 minutes and 2 seconds. Grady with the fall. Bellmont takes a 39-15 lead. And we'll be right back after this.
Join the team at Smith Brothers of Bern, where they pride themselves on providing their employees with a family atmosphere. Smith Brothers is currently hiring with a Monday through Friday work week in an air-conditioned environment. Employees are not required to wear uniforms and can listen to music while they work. Starting wages are $17.50 to $21 an hour at the end of their first year, with a yearly bonus incentive and a competitive benefit package. Apply online at smithbrothersfurniture.com or in person at Smith Brothers, 356 Monroe Street in Bern.
Welcome back here for what should be another good bout at 106 pounds. Ben Dygard taking on Jacob Binniger. Binniger, like we said in the pre-match show, missed out on the first 20 matches of the year with injury. But getting back into the groove of things here. We say he was 6-4 or 7-3. Which one was it, August? Binniger's in on a double leg right now. Trying to finish it off in that Iranian position. 7-3 for Binniger. Still in that Iranian position. Dygard's 18-4. So this is a pretty good opportunity here for Binniger to face somebody who certainly could be a regional opponent, if not an elimination round opponent. in that first round of regional. Binniger still trying to work out of that Iranian position on his knees, trying to turn into Dygard. And he turns into him and twists his knee up a little bit, and they call potentially dangerous. So Binniger trying to set up his shot, moving his feet. Dygard a little bit slower to react. Shot by Binniger, and he misses. Dygard just sort of lays him aside. See Grady's grandpa sporting Dub Airs shirt up there in the top row. We send out condolences to his family as he lost his mother last week. That's one of those things, August. You know, a lot of people expect a lot out of these high school wrestlers, but they forget they've got tests and quizzes and projects that are due, and you know, things that happen in their lives and their families. Grady Baker last week dealing with the death of his grandma. Not an easy thing to be in the right mindset when that kind of thing happens. Still no score here. 10 seconds left. Dygard and Binniger. And we're going to go into the second here. And whose choice is it going to be, August?
It is going to be Jacob Binniger's choice.
See what Binniger wants to do here. He's going to defer. And Yorktown going to go down here. So Dygard chooses bottom. And Binniger wants to show him his riding abilities. He breaks his man down, does Binniger. Reaches underneath. Trying to flatten him out. Now he gets his wrists back. And Binniger running that spiral ride from the right side. 20 seconds into this period. Nice student section tonight for the Bellmont Braves. Only 3 bouts left after this one. We'll have a post-game, post-match score and show for you. Check in with Rex down at Delta and see how that one's going. We might be able to pull that one up on the old computer here. Binniger doing a nice job here in the second period on this ride. See what we can find here on those Bagibas. A lot of interesting matchups there with Delta tonight. Binniger gets a restart. He's killed off a minute of this period without allowing any points. And I don't see anything on USA bracketing yet for Adams Central and Delta. Binniger on the ride. Still scoreless here. Now 30 seconds left. Binniger with a half in from the left side. He reaches between the legs. Now gives that up. Here we go. It is a dogfight down at the hangar. 23-21 right now. Delta leading it. It's one of those weird matchups where Adams Central and Delta really don't hit with their studs per se, but it creates an interesting exercise nonetheless.
See Craigor West at Johnson's Auto Sales, the corner of Adams and 13th Street in Decatur, for your next car, truck, SUV, or van. Johnson's Auto Sales wishes all wrestlers good luck tonight.
And so Binniger rides him out there in the second period, and now he has an opportunity to take a 1-0 lead if he can get his escape. Looks like that match down there in Monroe started at 175. Clock got started late, so they may have to take some time off. See if that affects anything here. But to continue my talk, Adams Central scores the first 21 points. Delta comes back and scores 23 straight points, and now it looks like Cale Beer and Jensen Boyd wrestling right now. Binniger unable to get control of his wrists, and He's being ridden right now. And a wing. Oh, now Binniger gets to his feet, and Dygard still covers from behind. And they're going to go out of bounds. And I don't think they're going to mess with the clock here. And an attempted Granby off the whistle by Binniger almost gets him stacked up there. So 1:04 left on the clock. The coaches aren't saying anything. I don't think that it's going to matter here. Binniger's going to get his escape, so that kind of negates the clock issue for the most part, as both wrestlers know how much time is left. And while Binniger would have been benefiting before, now Yorktown's benefiting because they're losing, so they want more time on the clock to try to get an escape. Stalemate here, and they'll go back to the middle here. Binniger leads at 1-0. This would be a nice win here. Binniger still doing more movement. Shot now by Yorktown, and Binniger on the sprawl. Puts those shoelaces to the mat. That's how you sprawl, young man. Still a 1-0 lead, still on the sprawl. Now, Dygard spins, and he's completely out of bounds, and Binniger on the sprawl has 2 feet in, and they go out of bounds now. 3 seconds left. The match really should be over, but Dygard will get 3 extra seconds. He shoots in. Binniger's going to block it, and he's going to spin around. No points scored, so a 1-0 decision for Jacob Binniger will clinch the victory for the Braves. They take a 42-15 lead. We'll be right back after this.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance.
See Toby, Mark, Kyle, or Barb at Graber Insurance with offices on Highway 27 North in Bern and 623 West Monroe Street in Decatur.
Welcome back here. 1:13. Who do we got here, August?
We have Bradley Baker going against John Klein.
See what we can tell you about Klein. 14-10, a freshman. And he was attempting there to chin rep Bradley Baker to his back. Baker staying behind, and they go out of bounds without any points scored. 2 bouts to go after this one. Oliver Farouk, followed by Ben Mills. And then we'll go into our post-match show. Thank everybody for listening tonight and watching along at home. Baker now in on a single leg. And Klein hits a Farouk. Reaches underneath, hits that leg, but doesn't score with it. So Bradley trying to finish a single leg now. Now thought about switching to a double. Now puts his head in between the legs. Sets Klein on his butt. Klein trying to work back up. Klein trying to pull that leg forward like he was looking for the spladle. Baker still hasn't finished this off, but he's getting closer, and there it is. So 3-0 now for Baker. And he'll decide what he wants to do on the ride. Once again, if you're a fan of Bellmont Wrestling, jump out and on Saturday come out to the Bellmont Middle School Super Duel and get a look at these boys who will be making up the team here over the next couple of years. If you would have gone last year, you would have seen half the Bellmont varsity lineup as they were teammates of yours, August. Bradley Baker, Oliver Farouk, Charlie Farouk. All those guys making a big difference in last year's varsity team. 10 seconds left to go here. Baker enjoying a 3-0 lead. And time runs out. We go to the second period. And it'll be Klein's choice. He's going to go neutral, it looks like. Back underway here. 2-minute periods. Baker in on a shot. Whizzer attempted by Klein. Dropped down to his knees. Baker still working on that right leg. Reaches across for the left leg. Klein gets in a better position to keep his hips down. Baker still pulling in that leg. Baker trying to advance forward. He's got Helen Mankey right in front of him for some extra coaching abilities, perhaps. And Bradley finishes off the takedown and takes a 6-0 lead. Lots of people listening at home. Stalling called on Klein. I did not even realize that there was already a stalling warning earlier. Did you see a stalling warning?
No.
I did not. Give a shout out to everybody listening at home. Charlie Lindahl is listening at home, Mary said. We miss you and wish you were here. And Baker goes out of bounds. I always know that she's listening because Mary always asks me, are we on YouTube tonight or are we on the radio? A great, great fan of Bellmont wrestling. Going so far back. Watching grandkids and great-grandkids. Shot by Baker, the 7-1 lead. Once again, on that single leg. He traps it between his legs. Now Klein trying to bring that right foot back to the mat. Baker trying to pursue, switches to a double. And Klein tries to hip over. Baker showing some strength there, and he scores the takedown. And that'll make it 10-1. Once again, team score here 42-15. Still to wrestle for the Braves. Oliver Ferrote, the freshman, at 120. And Ben Mills at 126. Baker looking good here, looking solid on his feet. And I don't mention it just to bring it up, but I mention it so that there's context for everybody out there listening. Bradley had a rough day on Saturday, not because he wrestled poorly, but man, did he face 3 good opponents, and he lost all 3. And you know, mentally for a freshman, it's not easy. And so this is important for Bradley. I believe he had a forfeit on Tuesday and didn't actually get to wrestle. So to get back out there on the mat to pick up a win, he scores another takedown here. And with his head on the mat, John Klein, I think, is kind of lost. Ooh, there's a right hook, and we're going to get another penalty point. We got unnecessary roughness on Klein after he got his escape. So that will make the score at Tech Falls 16-1. And make Bellmont with a 47-15 lead. We'll be right back after this.
Hey, do you know when and where we can recycle in Adams County?
Well, I know you can recycle from 8 to 4 weekdays and Saturday 8 to noon at the transfer station next to Golden Meadows.
Okay, where else?
In Decatur, behind D&D Marathon on the east side of town on Thursdays. Mondays at Simon Manufacturing, 27 South in Bern. And in Monroe on the third Tuesday at the fairgrounds. Plus, you can always get the latest info at adamscountyswmd.com.
Thanks.
We're done. Welcome back here. Oliver Ferrote coming off that tech fall there by Bradley Baker, and Bellmont building a 47-15 lead. Following up his classmate. Ferrote wearing the blue Nike wrestling shoes, grabs an ankle of his opponent, Braden Williams. Tries to score with it. It's in an Iranian position now. Both wrestlers with firm holds on the right ankle of their opponent. But it's Ferrote who's currently in a better position to score. Farote getting figure forward there, but it had an arm with it. And it's Williams who comes up onto his feet around behind Farote and then returns him to the mat for a 3-point takedown. Farote gets to his feet. Williams traps an arm, and they go out of bounds. So Oliver will get a restart there. Back on the restart, 55 seconds left. Williams puts a leg in on the right side, doesn't get it in on the left, and he's high now, and Oliver just needs to hold on to that shoulder and shake it off. He's still in on a half over there. Oh, I thought he was going to roll through. Now Williams gets in better position. He's got that half Nelson in from the left side, and it's going to get stopped as potentially dangerous and from the wrong angle. We're just got to start thinking about who our post-match interview is going to be with. Return to the mat after standing up is Farote. Williams jacks that leg up and chases him out of bounds. I don't know if Grady Baker will be calm enough by the time we get to the post-match show to be our interview tonight. Farote stands up, gets dragged back down, 10 seconds left. Once again, Farote gets back to his feet, gets returned to the mat. Now back to his feet again, and a slick move there with 3 seconds left. Farote pops his head out, gets around behind, and he scores a 2-point reversal at the buzzer. He'll have his choice now. And I think he deferred there, and Williams chose neutral. So, Farote trails by just 1. 3-2 here. Oliver having a good season for just a freshman. 18-11 so far. If you can pick up 20 regular season wins as a Bellmont wrestler. A nice little over-under throw there, and Farote has his man on his back. Williams was flat. Now Bridges. Not as flashy as Manley's throw, but Oliver is right there looking for the fall. He's still got 1:15 left. He'll get the takedown, and there's the fall. 2 minutes and 49 seconds. We'll play another ad, and we'll go to 126, our final bout of the night, right after this.
When you need building materials, you need Arnold Lumber, 425 Winchester Street in Decatur, featuring lumber in a wide choice of sizes, plus doors, windows, roofing, and more. Whether it's a complete new home or remodeling, a new deck or deck repair, a new kitchen or a kitchen update, whether it's an erected or materials-only garage or pole barn package featuring quality metal, free professional designs and estimates. Arnold Lumber provides it all. Open 7 to 5 Monday through Thursday till 4:30 on Friday and 11:30 on Saturday.
Welcome back for our final bout of the night. Aiden Markham is about 6 inches shorter than Ben Mills. Maybe freshman Ben Mills would be the same size, but it's Ben Mills in on a double leg here, and he scores the opening takedown. Markham. It's got a lot of energy. But it's Mills here with those opening 3 points. Here at 126. Bellmont trying to hold Yorktown to just 15 points tonight. And Mills pushes Markham out of bounds. They'll go back on a restart. We've only wrestled 25 seconds here. 3-1's our score. Mills really looking down on Markham. Markham shoots in. Mills on the sprawl. Markham tries to go into Mills. High crotch by Mills. They go out of bounds. And we'll get another restart. Yorktown coaches. Still coaching hard in this final bout. Mills trying to set up his shot. Instead, he goes on defense and tries to score on Markham's shot. You know, that's the thing about wrestling, August, is you can find a guy who just doesn't have the same body type as you, body shape. And you look at Mills trying to find that center of gravity on Markham and shoot below it. That's a long ways for him to go at that angle. He may be better off trying to counter the shot of Markham. Just the one takedown so far. Markham in on a shot now. Trying to snap down Markham now. That could be an opportunity for him, having that height advantage. Get in on that head and snapping it down. Markham seems to be a pretty capable wrestler. He shoots in now. Mills on the sprawl. Now in that front headlock position where I said he might want to find himself. And he separates. So Markham just 13 and 11 this sophomore. Doing a pretty nice job against Ben Mills, who found himself in the state rankings not too long ago. Markham will choose the down position here. He's off the restart, onto his feet. Mills drops down to an ankle as he was losing his grip. And Mills now locks up a cradle from his standing position. And a quick fall by Scott Billings in 2 minutes and 16 seconds gives Mills the victory and gives the Braves the team victory. And with that, we will play a round of messages, and we'll be right back with our post-match show right after this.
Adams Sports Medicine provides certified athletic trainers at many high school athletic events. These trainers specialize in injury prevention. Dr. Robert Kinney is board certified in physical medicine and rehabilitation as well as sports medicine, while Dr. David Coates is board certified in orthopedic surgery. Both Adams Medical Group physicians will be there to provide non-surgical and surgical care. Visit adamshospital.org or call 1-833-724-DOCS to schedule an appointment.
9 miles from Monmouth and 9 miles from Fort Wayne, situated on 27 just south of 469, sits 9 Mile Restaurant, your home for great meals since 1837. Providing home-cooked meals to travelers between Decatur and Fort Wayne for over 180 years, 9 Mile has stood the test of time as an institution on the southern edge of Allen County. With seating on the family side, the bar side, and outdoors, there's always a reason to stop and have a meal. 9 Mile also has a full-service bar and a professional service that can cater your next event or party. The next time you're on your way to or from Fort Wayne, stop in. If you've gone the distance, welcome to 9 Mile.
Every drive should feel safe and stress-free. At Best One Tire and Service, our team is here to provide you peace of mind every mile of the way. Right now at Best One, get a full synthetic Valvoline oil change for just $49.99 after rebate. While you're here, take advantage of the lowest tire prices around. And with financing options available, taking care of your car has never been easier. Stop settling for less. Visit the best for all your tire and service needs. Best One Tire and Service. Selling tires, serving people.
Don Myers Plumbing and Heating in Bern is your American Standard home comfort dealer. American Standard has been in business for more than 100 years and welcomes Don Myers Plumbing and Heating of Bern as one of their independent dealers. Don Myers Plumbing and Heating and American Standard will provide your home or business with energy-efficient heating and cooling equipment, saving you money. Don Myers Plumbing, Heating and Cooling at the east edge of Bern on Adams County Road 000, your American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Hi, this is Tina with Innovative Concepts Audio Video. Let us help you fall into the perfect fit for your home theater entertainment. Whether it's a stunning home theater, crystal clear audio, or smart home upgrades, we've got the tech to match your style and budget. Stop by Innovative Concepts at 1421 Manchester Street in Decatur and make your home the place everyone wants to be this season. We bring technology to you.
Welcome back here to Bellmont High School as the Bellmont Braves are victorious 59-15 against the Yorktown Tigers, taking on a fellow 2A Team State participant. And we're joined in the post-match show here by the heavyweight of the Bellmont Braves and one of the 3 captains on the night, Mr. Grady Baker. First off, congratulations on the victory.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it was a good night. Weird feeling tonight. I don't know what it was. It was quiet in the gym. I just tried to get people back up. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like when it's quiet, we wrestle down to a team's level where we know we should beat them. But, can't complain. What did you say, 59-15?
59-15.
Can't complain when we do that. But good night overall, yeah.
Yeah, and, we talked about this in the pre-match show, August and I did. There definitely is and has to be a period of transition where you realize, okay, we worked all season long for Team State. That's come and gone now, and now we've got to work on our other goals. And you are right. There are some arguments to be made about wrestling duels after Team State. That it does have a weird feeling to it. Tonight, you start out in your match. Crowd will sleep a little bit, and it woke up real quick.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't want to be too harsh on an opponent. Sometimes you just get all fired up, and things happen. But it really woke you up. And I guess
for sure.
you may owe him some thanks because you looked not that you looked bad before that, but after that you looked pretty darn good.
Yeah. I don't know what it was. It was weird. But yeah, for sure woke me up. I mean, nothing like a right hook to the nose will get you.
There was a moment there where it looked like you were considering turning him early. And then I just felt like I could see it turn in your mind that you're like, no, I'm going to take this guy down a couple more times to show him who I am.
Yeah, so, I mean, we were all talking like, hey, let's just pin, get out of here, make it quick. But then you catch a right hook and you're like, well, you know what? I don't want to just pin this guy quick. Let me get a couple takedowns, shoot a couple blast doubles and see what we can do with that.
Now, you weren't interested in an Austin Manley style throw on the edge of the mat.
No, I was not too interested in that. It's not my cup of tea.
It's almost like Austin baited him into that. It's like, here, why don't you take me down a couple times just to get a little bit of confidence, and then I'll show you. And actually, I don't want to act like I'm the Swami or anything, but I actually mentioned the throw against Carroll within 10 seconds of him doing it, and it was in the exact same spot.
You talk it into existence. I don't know what it is, but
exactly.
I mean,
well, you guys are going to have a little bit of a break this weekend.
Yes,
I understand. An opportunity to go out and see some of the little guys, see some of the middle schoolers, and then refocus. And, in the pre-match we talked about the fact that sometimes that Tuesday Carroll match in the last week of the season, after sometimes the seeds and the brackets have already come out for conference, can really be a trap match.
Yeah.
There's been times when Belmont's won a state title and had an undefeated season going, and then it's like, oh, no, if we lose to Carroll, it's gonna be
right.
It's gonna be a bad loss.
Uh-huh.
And they're a really good team.
Yeah.
And of course you had some really good battles last year. I remember your match specifically, but you guys will have to be ready on Tuesday.
Yeah. And that's the great thing about this team is we had a meat grinder all the way up to the season, focus on Team State, and you finally hit Team State. It's like, well, what do we do now? But really, it was a great effort coming back this week of practice. Really good week of practice. So I know we're ready, and this little break, whatever people do with it, I know they're going to use it to their advantage, and we're going to come back, swing Carroll in the mouth for our last home match, get a bunch of people here. That's our plan. Get it loud and start rolling right into a conference and postseason where all that hard work really pays off.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm not going to be here on Tuesday night because of my grad class, but I have so enjoyed watching you wrestle on your feet in this gym over the last 3 or 4 years.
Thank you
I do have something for you here,
Ooh.
and I think you'll like this. It is the
Gorilla.
It is the Z-Man Award.
Oh, I like that.
Courtesy of WZBD's
WZBD.
High School Wrestling Weekly. You can put that on your dresser there.
Sounds
and remember that you earned that with a right hook to the nose.
Yes, I did.
Tonight
That's
against
right.
the Yorktown Tigers.
That's right.
Well, Grady, congratulations, and we look forward to seeing what you can do on Tuesday night.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
Once again, that was Grady Baker, heavyweight for the Bellmont Braves and senior captain, talking about his win and the Braves' win tonight against Yorktown. We'll be back with more from our post-match coverage right after this.
The staff at Haggard, Hershey, and Zelt Funeral Home is honored to serve the community we love and live in. Locally owned and operated by Ryan Hershey and Eric Zelt, we understand that each family we serve and each life lived tells a unique story. Our goal is to offer comfort, care, and dignity to all who entrust their loved ones to our care. We are proud to call Adams County our home and look forward to serving you for generations to come.
Renowned around the Midwest for his skills and his creative abilities, Nate Bowers and the team at Bowers Paint Studio in Decatur work with a wide range of clients, from collision repair to custom paint jobs for classic cars and motorcycles. Located on Monroe Street on the west side of Decatur, Bowers is your place for body work too, whether it's getting your ride back on the road or finally getting that classic car, the paint job you've always wanted. Stop by or give Nate a call to put the best in the business to work for you.
Why lose out to pain? Visit Dr. Carla Grody at Grody Chiropractic, 320 West Monroe Street, Decatur. She's a specialist in the utilization of proven non-force techniques to treat injuries of all kinds requiring professional chiropractic care. Call 724-2510 for an appointment with Dr. Carla Grody. Open Monday through Thursday, closed Friday and Saturday. Grody Chiropractic, 320 West Monroe Street, Decatur.
Expert Transmission on US 224 in Decatur and on US 124 in Bluffton is the place to go for not only transmission help, but also full-service general auto and truck repair. Matt, Corey, and Tyler at Expert Transmission are experienced and ASE-certified mechanics who can diagnose and fix your family or work vehicle. Call Steve or Dustin soon to set up an appointment. Expert Transmission has the best warranty in the business. 5 years and 100,000 miles on a new transmission and can give you a free estimate. Call today at 724-2434 or like Expert Transmission on Facebook. Two Brothers Bar and Restaurant, located on the corner of 3rd Street and US 224 in the heart of downtown Decatur, is your home for great meals, a cozy atmosphere, top-of-the-line catering, and now free meals for kids. That's right, this summer on Tuesday and Wednesday nights, kids under 10 eat free with the purchase of just one adult meal. Whenever you come, Two Brothers is the place to sit and enjoy a meal. Offering burgers, wings, chili, ribs, appetizers, and nightly specials, Two Brothers has a banquet room, a bar side, and a family side. For your next meal, visit Two Brothers Bar and Restaurant in Decatur.
Welcome back here to our post-match show. Bellmont wins it tonight 59-15. And a pretty standout performance from the Braves. And they're in a doozy down there in Monroe. They're still wrestling. It is a one-point match, 28-27, it looks like. Delta with the lead, but Adams Central winning in the third period. So tune into that one when we're done. We're going to wrap it up here for Steve in the studio, and he can mark this on his little scratch piece of paper there and record this for Dave in the morning. Here on Tuesday night, it was a pair of 2A team state teams, Yorktown coming off a 10th place finish, Bellmont coming off a 3rd place finish. And the match got underway at 132 pounds, where Luke Rubel came away with a 19-3 tech fall victory to give the Braves a 5-0 lead.
Then at 138 pounds, Henry Farrote received a forfeit, which made the score 11-0.
Bellmont jumped out to a 16-0 lead then with another tech fall from Gabe Myers, 17-1 over Knox Essex.
Then a close match at 150 ended in Wyatt Hops beating Sam Wolpert by decision 4-3, which made the score 16-3.
At 157, Charlie Farrote comes away with a 24-8 tech fall victory over Isaiah Hudson, coming off his back at one point, and that gave Bellmont a 21-3 lead.
At 165, Austin Manley pinned Gabe Boozin in 4 minutes and 29 seconds, making the score 27-3.
At 175 pounds, Brody Whiteman gets one for the Tigers. He pins Owen Shane in 1:56. That cut the lead to 27-9 for the Braves.
Then at 190 pounds, Xavier Palacios won by fall in 40 seconds against Colin Cook, which made the score 33-9.
Yorktown came right back, though. Grayson Diaz picks up the fall against Blake Christner, 3 minutes and 34 seconds, cutting it to 33-15.
At 285, G. Bake got the win by fall in 3 minutes and 2 seconds over Corbin Buck, which made the score 39-15.
Then at 106, Jacob Binniger scores an escape in the third period. It's the only point of the bout, and he wins at 1-0 against Ben Dygard. giving Bellmont a 42-15 lead.
At 113 pounds, Bradley Baker won by tech fall 16-1 over John Klein, which made the score 47-15.
At 120 pounds then, Oliver Ferrot hits a throw and gets the fall, 2 minutes and 49 seconds over Braden Williams, putting Bellmont up 53-15.
And at the final bout of the night at 126, Ben Mill pinned Aiden Markham in 2 minutes and 16 seconds, making the final score Bellmont 59, Yorktown 15.
Reporting from Bellmont High School for WZBD, your leader in sports here in Adams County, this has been Dane Filling and August Filling. So, August, with that, we will play our last bit of commercials here, and we'll be right back to wrap it all up. You're listening to High School Wrestling here on WZBD.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Decatur is John Kins. Get a quote at 728-8888 or visit kinsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Finding a reliable, affordable, and professional electrician is difficult these days, but in Adams County, there's a name you can trust, and it's Phil Blakey of Blakey Electric. Serving Decatur and the surrounding communities, Blakey Electric does residential and commercial electrical work, both inside and outside. Give Phil a call today at 724-8049 and tell him about the work you need done on your remodel, new building project, or any other electrical project. Leave it to the experts at Blakey Electric, 724-8049, to take care of all of your electrical needs.
Welcome back here for the final time to Bellmont High School. Bellmont wins at 59-15. We've had a great interview with Grady Baker in the post-match show. August, you did a fine job in the recap, and we will update you on the rest of our schedule here, and we'll update you first on how that one finished up there between Adams Central and Delta. Adams Central wins at 38-34. Tomorrow, we have the girls wrestling state finals. We'll be on the air for a brief edition of High School Wrestling Weekly at 8:30. We'll have the Walk of Champions then at 9:30 in the morning. And then tomorrow night, we'll have coverage all day on YouTube. Then we'll have a doubleheader of ACAC basketball tourney coverage from Heritage High School, girls Bluffton and Adams Central, and for the boys, Bluffton and Heritage. Then on Saturday morning, join us for the High School Basketball Coaches Show at 8 a.m., followed by the Purdue Boilermakers as they play out in California against a pretty darn good USC team. Then on Sunday, join us for episode number 12 of High School Wrestling Weekly as we wrap up the girls' season and focus solely on the boys from there on out. And then next week when it comes to wrestling, we'll have Carroll at Bellmont here on Tuesday, Norwell at South Adams on Wednesday, the ACAC tourney on Friday, and the NE8 tourney on Saturday. What a great week it's going to be. We hope that you join us for as much of it as you can stand when it comes to hanging out with me and Rex, of course. We want to thank everybody for listening tonight, and we say hasta mañana.
You've been listening to exciting high school wrestling. Brought to you in part by the many community-minded sponsors you heard. And a special presentation of 92.7 WZBD Sports.